Alright, how's it going, YouTube? This is Mr. XC here, bringing you the video that I have been waiting to make for a while. I'm just waiting for a few things to arrive to me that I was waiting on. So, in this video is going to be my sorting photo cards into my binders while talking about my collection plans for 2022 video. So what I'm going to do is when I get to each section in each binder throughout this, I'm going to talk about my plans for that section, group, etc. for collecting for 2022. As you can see, I've got a bunch of stuff to put away. So I'm going to take a quick pause, sort everything into its individual piles, and then we'll just go from there. Alright, so as you can see, I got everything sorted out. We've got Kepler, Dreamcatcher, Hot Issue, Billy, Pixie, Itzy, Yuri, Stacy, Luna, Kingdom, as well as Yuna and Oh My Girl. So I'm going to, let's start with, let's keep my alts and tentative alts till the end, and let's do my A5 binders first, then we'll do my bias groups, then we'll move on to my alts. Let's do it that way. Now it's not going to be in order of how many cards I have for each, obviously. Totally almost just knocked my tripod right over. But yeah, so I'll get quick pause, get everything set off to the side in its individual piles, and then we will pull out the A5 binders real quick. Alright, so A5 binder, as you can see, yes, I did get Dreamcatcher's Season's Greetings, and I was lucky enough to pull my biases little tag thing, and I put it on the A5 binder, because why not? So, starting with my A5 binder, as you can see, it's in alphabetical order, not bias order. So, I do have plans to get all of Alexa's Decoherence cards, but they're really hard to find. I have all her extra, and then I have her newest release tattoo. So my plans for Alexa is just basically just keep collecting all her photo cards, as she's one of my favorite soloists in K-pop. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about Alexa. Moving on, we've got Chunga. So I've got Hands on Me. I'm waiting on Offset cards, Blooming Blue. I got Gotta Go 3 here. Or sorry, no, Flourishing 1. And then I still need Flourishing 2, 3, and 4. I have all of her Play Stay the Night here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving on to the newest release, no, going on to Quinn Sierra. These are the set of 4 I got, is these two plus these two, and then I will get Quinn Sierra's set 2 as well. As you can see, I have it labeled here ready to go. Killing Me, I have spots for all 5 of her cards in Killing Me. Why she decided to do 5 randomly in this release, I don't know, but she did. Let's zoom in a little bit. I don't know why she decided to do 5 all of a sudden, because it really ruins my organization of this, but it's fine. But I do have plans to collect all the remaining, like, back collecting Chunga, as you saw, getting all of her photo cards, and I will be collecting all of her cards from now on as well. So then we'll get into Yena's. So Yena's is a little confusing with how it's kind of set up. Basically, we've got Smile version and Hero version. So ignore that they say lenticular, because they aren't lenties. They're actually whatever they're called. Either way, I'm glad that she hologram. They're actually hologram, not lenties. So that was my bad in labeling. But yeah, and then yeah. So I'm just gonna put them in, and then there's her heart photos too, which I have, which I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with them yet. So we'll go. So it is A5, and the pages that come with it, the cards don't fit in with sleeves, so I'm just going to unsleeve them, and then we'll place them in. Yeah, so smile version, I believe I have organized first in this pile. Yeah, and then we'll be going into the hero version. And like I said, I don't quite know what I'm going to do about the heart cards that she has. But yeah, let's get started with organizing Yenna. So I just put them in the sleeves to keep them protected until I could get them into my binder. So let's just start throwing them in now. I'm probably going to change the order around as I figure out how they're supposed to be exactly. And then when I do an update video, you'll see what order I have them in. But for now, I'm just going to kind of put them in. So I believe yeah, so then smile version photo card, regular photo card 2 go in, and then we will move on to the holographic ones, which I'm actually really happy that she did do. Like I said, I love holo cards. So smile lenties or holos. And like I know like the heart cards from first press are what I want to say, they're 9, so they can get organized in the 9 pattern in a binder that way. But I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, to be honest. I don't know if I'm gonna just collect them or keep collecting them. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure it out as we go, kind of thing. Okay, so then this one, now I know I'm not really doing a good job of showing the cards, but yeah, so this is the first hero card from the Smiley mini album. Now, the mini album, we love to see songwriter Yenna. We love to see it. And I think my favorite track is probably Luck to You, for sure. It's such a good track, yo. It's got that rock sound to it, like that I grew up in, and I love it. All the song, like the whole mini album is actually a really solid mini album. And I'm super glad that she debuted with a mini album. Yeah, so we will go to the hero hologram. Like, it's a very faint hologram, but it's so cool. And like I said, like when it comes to like the pre-order cards and everything, I know all of us love the holo cards because they're just so cool and they look really good. And then the second holo card. But the fact that she has 8 holo cards and only 6 regular photo cards is kind of crazy to me. I mean, I'm here for it, totally here for it. And as I said, so Yenna, I'm going to be collecting all photo cards from now on for every comeback. And then, yeah, so these are the heart cards. I have a majority of them, actually. So I've got 3 of the smile version heart cards, but I've got like 4 of the hero version heart cards. And for now, I think I'm just gonna, I have 1, 2, I have 7, right? So for now, I'm just gonna kind of tuck them to the very back of 1, 2. Yeah, I think for now I'm going to do this just until I get shit sorted here. I'm going to leave the sticky notes in the pockets. I'm just going to kind of tuck the heart cards in until I figure out exactly how I'm going to sort them. And like I said, in the next sorting video and collection video I'm going to post, I will talk about what my plans are and how I organized it, and you'll see how I organized it in the video as well. Yeah, like for now, I'm just going to tuck them in because this way at least they're protected and won't get damaged. So they were kept in Dragon Shield regular clear cards. Again, great quality card protectors, and it's just to keep them protected. So the way I did it was right from my pulls, like my mail and everything I got. So trades, all these cards are majority trades and album pulls. So what I did was with all of those cards, I basically just, as soon as I received them, took them out of the top loaders of the cards they were mailed in or out of the albums, and they were put into sleeves to keep them protected until I could get to putting them in my binder. So now these can just go back into my stock of them to be reused elsewhere. And then we will go on. So in Eyes 1, right, as you can see, I don't have any Eyes 1 cards here because I didn't collect Eyes 1 when they were a thing. I watched Pros 48. I followed them sonically and digitally. I followed and supported the Eyes 1. But I didn't collect physical albums or the photo cards, which I honestly, I will admit, I do regret now because I love their photo cards. So my plans with Yenna and with my top 3 from Eyes 1, which were Yuri, Yenna, and Cheon. So I do think I'm going to go back and I'm going to collect all of their individual photo cards, all of Yenna's photo cards from Eyes 1, which is going to be quite the undertaking, but I'm definitely in it to do it. And I'm going to do the same thing for Yuri. And then whenever Cheon debuts, either as a soloist or in a group, same thing. I'm going to collect all of her cards from her new debut and release version of herself and Eyes 1. So I'm going to be getting more A5 binders to do this. And I think I'm going to make it so that I have an A5 binder for each of these members individually. So Yuri, Yenna, and Cheon. But for now, they're just going to kind of hide out in this binder where I keep my soloists basically. Soloists I keep in here. But yeah, so that's my plans with all 3 of those collections I just said, and I will get these out of the way. And then we will move on to Yuri, which is literally just the next one's over. So as you can see, I have both her lenticulars because I think I bought multiple of her albums, and I pulled one of each, and then I pulled a duplicate of this one, I believe. which will be up for trade on my Instagram, which will be listed in the description below this video. But yeah, so right now she has a little bit less than Yenna for sure. But I'm going to, same thing, collecting all of her photo cards. And they were stored in Dragon Shield Matte Clear. So I will just pull them out. And then yeah, as you can see, I have my color star stickers to tell where they came from. So I have the green on here to say eBay, when in reality they were just from the albums. But it's just a way to help me keep organized with this. I kind of wish I did that with Yenna, so I wouldn't have struggled where to put her cards, but it is what it is. But yeah, oh, and this is definitely going to be a long video because there's a lot of stuff to talk about and a lot of stuff to go through. But I hope you will follow suit and enjoy the video regardless. So, as you can see with Yuri, I kind of have her a bit more organized than Yenna. I have stars where, in my opinion, according to the template, the order of the cards are. Again, according to the template that I follow, this is the numbered order of her photo cards. So, and I have them set up in my pile in the order based on the template as well. Now I don't have the one labeled of where her one card is, so I'm just going to probably put it beside this one that I'm just putting in now, just until I look at the template, and then I can replace it where it goes. So yeah, I'm just going to tuck this in here real quick just to keep it there. And then, like I said, when I re-go through the number order of her photo cards, I will place them accordingly. But yeah, so as you can see, there is one more artist that I keep in here, which is controversial, whatever. But you know what? Screw it. He makes good music, and everything was proved false, by the way. And it's Kim Woojin, his solo cards. I do plan to collect all of them, but I'm probably going to put them in their own separate binder. But yeah, so that's my Soloist binder, my A5 binder. So with them now taken care of, we will move on to Boygroups binder, and it's only 2 cards going in it. So bear with. Alright, so this is my ultimate boy group binder, which is my only boy group binder, might I add, because I only collect who I have deemed, sorry about that, who I have deemed as my alts in terms of boy groups. As you can see, my collections are lacking, starting with my first alt group, which is Vix. So I still need all of their error cards, boys record. Well, not all of the error cards. I have Ns and I have Kens. Or sorry, Hyuks. So I need Leo, Ken, Ravi, and Hongbin. Still for error. In boys record, I only have Leo. I need the other 5. For Chained Up Freedom version, I only have Leo. I need the other 5 still. For the Control version, I have N. Need the other 5. For Zelos, I have Ravi and Hongbin. Need 4. For Hades, I have Hyuk and Hongbin. And then for Kratos, I only have N. I still need the other 5. This is Shangri-La. This is the way I have it sorted out with my pulls. I'm probably not going to collect full group for this, as you can see, which is what I've done with these. I'm not going to collect full group for this because that's just going to be way too intense. So this is my kind of random page for Shangri-La, and I'm actually really happy and I like how it turned out. Yeah, so Vicks 2022, my plans are to fully complete all collections of Vicks. So we go into Oda Vicks, we go red back version. I only have Leo. I need the other 5. With black version of Oda Vicks, I need the other 5. I have N. And then as you can see, I'm planning to collect all Vicks LR, all Leo solos, all Robbie solos, and Hyuk solo are all going to be collected. Now, when it comes to Vicks, my bias is Leo, and my wrecker is Hyuk. But I collect all group because I like all of them. They're all very talented in their music. I mean, they're the Concept Kings, man. That's what they are. They're the Concept Kings. I know they're inactive. They're not officially disbanded, at least not that I know of. But my plan for 2022 is to fully complete Vicks all the way up to the most recent solo release, which is going to be Robbie's new album, which is coming out, which I'm really excited for. I think it's going to be really good. Yeah, so that's Vicks. And then we go into Kingdom, another group where I collect OT7. As you can see, I'm very lacking in this collection as well. Now, part of that is because when it comes to my boy group collections, they were put on the extreme back burner while I focused on other collections. So same thing that I said with Vicks for 2022. My goal is to fully complete Kingdom all the way up to Black Crown, which as you can see, I don't have officially sorted out or set into the binder yet. But I do have these 2 cards from it. So, yeah, so it's Jahan and Arthur I have the cards for. And, I mean, I have all of their albums, one version of each. So, for now, I'm kind of just going to tuck these guys in here on this page. And then I'm going to be resorting this entire binder as I work on completing this collection. But yeah, not much to say about that. And then last page we have Elast, who very quickly skyrocketed themselves to being an all group because of how unique their sound are, the drama in their sound, and I absolutely love their music. All their mini albums. As you can see, I collect my top 3 from Elast, which is Wonhyuk, Baekgyeol, and Choyeon. So I'm still a little bit behind there, but like I said, as I'm now going to focus more on my boy groups, like I said in the other 2, my goal for 2022 is to fully complete Elast up until Dark Dream. At least up until Dark Dream, and then obviously get worked on their comebacks they have this year. Same with Kingdom. Vicks is up in the air. We don't know what their plans are or anything right now. Yeah, as you can see, like I said, I collect top 3, so I've got Wonhyuk, and then will be Baekgyeol and Chaeyeon, and then same thing here, Wonhyuk, Baekgyeol, Chaeyeon. Yeah, same here. But yeah, so that's the all boy group. Nothing much to show here, but I mean, it is what it is. It's very minimal. But yeah, so when I put chapters on this video, I'm probably just going to label this boy groups because it's so short and sweet, and I'll leave it that way. Yeah, so that's the ultimate boy group binder. So moving on, we'll move on to, I think we'll save my alts for last because there's a lot to talk about with them. So we'll save the alts for last. So we'll go on to my bias groups now. Yeah. So bear with. All right. So starting with my bias 4th gen binder, which used to be my alt binder, but my alt binder got too small for the way I was collecting my alts, so they got a bigger binder, and the 4th gen from 2021 and 2020 got put in here. Yeah. So as you can see, starting with Espa, OT4 collection, my wallet is already crying because I know this is going to be brutal to collect it. But as you can see, I have the blue stickers in place, well, blue and green in place to show that they are coming from Mercari Japan or eBay or eBay. So as you can see, this is how I have it set up. Just a basic 8-card layout with order of oldest to youngest. And yeah, my goal is with Espa to just keep collecting OT4, and that's how it's going to be. But yeah, so that's basically it. So I've got a majority of Hallucination Quest coming, which is really awesome. I only need these two, but these two are very hard to find. But I have everything else coming. Sink Dive is also very hard to find. I do have Giselle's Lenticular, which is her and her A and her I believe. So that's coming. Giselle and Winter for the AR clip is coming. For the Point of Sync, I believe, is the name of this version. The jewel case version. But yeah, so my bias in Espa is Winter and Ning Ning. But I love all four of them. All four are very talented. So that's why I just said, screw it. Let's collect OT4. But yeah, not much to say there. I don't have anything to put away for them. And so I have this binder also organized in alphabetical order. So next is Billy. Now, Billy is one of my top things to happen with their debut. Now, they're one of my top things to happen in 2021, and they're probably going to be one of my top things to keep happening in 2022. Now, I watched Girls Planet 999, as you guys know. Love Kepler, love every member that's debuted in Kepler. Had my about some of them, but it is what it is. But, in terms of Billy, so I collect OT6 for debut mini. And then going forward, I will be collecting only my top 3, which is Suki, Sean, and Suyeon. Those are my top 3. Well, it's actually between Suyeon and Siyu, and I'll have an idea come the next comeback on who is going to be the one that I collect between those two. But yeah, so OT6 debut, and then the 3 I mentioned before. So Sean, obviously I was going to, because Suyeon, which is what her name was one of my top runners in Girls Planet 999. And it's unfortunate that she didn't debut with the group. She finished 10th, just below the debut. But I'm totally fine with who debuted, and I'm happy that she finished 10th. I'm so glad that Mystic Story decided to put her into Billy. You watch them in their variety and behind the scenes, like the Smile Billy thing that they do on their YouTube channel, and they're already very close from what we can see. And I love to see that. We love to see bonding and family type sets up, and family type atmosphere. So yeah, Billy's my plan is OT6 debut, which as you can see, I pretty much have, thanks to Mercari. I'm only missing Suyeon, Suki, and that's it for the ID cards. So, without stalling any longer, let's start putting them in. We will start with Sula. Then we'll go Siyun, and Haruna. So, we will take the sticky note I have, the label, out of the pocket. Oh, these sticky notes are really strong. So yeah, this Sua's greenback. As you get, like I said, I've already pre-sleeved my cards with Dragon Shield sleeves. And I like using the matte clear non-glare that Dragon Shield makes, because it really cuts down on glare when like I'm doing stuff like this where like I'm flipping through the binder. As you can see, like there's a glare on the pockets that don't have it, but you can see the cards clearly because the matte clear non-glare. Love it. So yeah, Billy debuted with Ring Ring, and I watched all their pre-debuts, so I knew their debut was going to be like insane, and it freaking was. Absolutely blew me away on their debut. And we love to see a group debut with a mini. We love to see it. We love to see anybody debut with a mini. It's just awesome to give us a taste of what they're going to bring to us in the future. We love it. That whole mini album is one of my top listened to albums of 2021, and it came out in November. Yeah. Right? It was November when they debuted, right? Or am I a little off? I might be a little off. But either way, it's near the end of the year when they debuted, and it became one of my top listened to albums of the year. That's saying something. Now, my favorite B-side on the mini album is definitely, which I think I said in my unboxing video, but it's Everybody's Got a Secret, because I love when a group samples classical music pieces in their tracks. So in Everybody's Got a Secret, Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies is very noticeable, and it sounded really good mixed in with the way they did it. We love how Mystic is so experimental, which is to be expected considering they are a subsidiary of SM, and we know SM likes to be experimental as hell. Case in point, Espa, and now Billy. Now, anyways, I just wanted to point that out. So, when I get this haul from Mercari Japan, I'm going to have a couple duplicates because I got a couple more albums showed up to my door after I've already ordered some of these cards. For example, Haruna, see how it's labeled, that is coming from Mercari, and how Siyun's ID card was labeled, that is coming from Mercari. So I have duplicates of them coming, so they'll be up for trade when I get them. But yeah, so when I get that package from Mercari, I'm still just waiting on one card. Ooh, you're a little crooked, Haruna. I'm still waiting on one card to be delivered to the warehouse from the proxy. And then once that card is delivered, I will be shipping all of them, all my orders home. So I'm probably going to do a Mercari haul video potentially, or I might just unbox them and then just do a video. Oh yeah, as you can see, I have a duplicate of Munsua's ID card. So that's also going to be posted on my channel, on my Instagram page, in the description as well when I get around to it, once I wait for all the rest of these to show up. So yeah, so these duplicates will be up and a bunch of others will be up. But yeah, as you can see, my Billy collection OT6 is, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'll literally pretty much have them complete except for Suki's ID and Suyun's ID. But yeah, so that's it for Billy. Continuing further on into the binder, we have Hot Issue next. So as you can see, I collected my top 3 in Hot Issue, which is Maina, Yeben, and Dana. Now, this isn't the order of bias. My order of bias is actually Maina, Dana, and then Yeben. But because I got Yeben's pre-order, which I don't remember I don't remember what the pre-order was at this moment. I put them in the middle just to make it look a little bit better. But yeah, so as you can see, we are completing Mayna's icons photo cards. I collected all group because it just completes the page. So I'm only missing Dana's Blackback and then both of Yebin's, which are kind of tricky to find, I'm not going to lie. But I'll find them eventually, and then they'll be going in here once I get them, and then icons will be fully complete, ready for their next comeback, which, by the way, icons, that bridge, with Yeon on that bridge, or Yeon on that bridge. Sorry, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning here when I'm doing this. A little tired. But her on that bridge, one of the best bridges of last year, without any doubt. One of my top bridges of the year. It was so bloody good. She sounded amazing on it. The song itself is a bop, but that bridge, oh, one of the best bridges of the year, without a doubt. But yeah, so as you know, so now you know that my plans for Hot Issue in the future is collecting top 3, which I have stated is Mana, Dana, and Yeben. As you can see, I do have a duplicate. Oh no, that's the K-Town for You pre-order. I will be putting that up for trade or sale, not sure yet. And then I have Mana. I have my top 3 for the bookmarks, and then these are duplicates, which will be up for trade as well. Not sure what for yet, but they'll be up for trade or sale. And then these are all my duplicates. Oh no, these are the K-Town pre-orders. Right. Yeah, so that's one of them. I think the reason why I have that there is because I was debating if I was going to do pre-order collection for my top 3. I don't think I am, so I think I'm just going to put it up for sale or trade, and then it'll be with the rest of these for sale or trade. All of these as well will all be posted for completing these 3. Like, I only need these last 3 cards, so all of these will be up for trade for those last 3 cards. But yeah, that's really it for... They still have one of my best B-sides of last year, which is Hide in the Dark, which Dana did the damn thing on that song. So good. But yeah, so that's my plans for Hot Issue going from now into the future. And then, yeah, so next we move on to Purple Kiss, which, as you can see, OT7 for debut, which, again, this is another group that their collection took a major back burner while I was focusing on others. Because they are one of my favorite rookies of last year, but they aren't one that I want to prioritize collecting. So, and there still aren't. As you guys will see on my Instagram page, that I don't even have my Purple Kiss wish list up, because I'm not planning to collect them yet, but they will be coming eventually. So, as you can see, I have it set up in this kind of pattern for their hide and seek mini. And my top 3 are Ire, Yuki, and Cheyenne. So those are who I will be collecting going forward. I just wanted to collect full group for debut because why not? As you can see, I have none of their bookmarks, so I will be hoping for that too. But I do have these, which will be up for trade for any of my top 3's bookmarks. Stacy. So... this collection's kind of triggering me a little bit because this is the last goddamn card that I need to fully complete Stardew Young Culture for them for my top 2, which is Jay and Cian. But I can't find this bloody card anywhere, no matter where I look. It's so frustrating. But that's the only card I have left, and then this will be fully completed. And I'll be friggin' happy with it. But, yeah, so, as you can see, I've got, Seun's A version. I don't know if this is A1 or A2. Either way, It is an A version, which leaves me with only one A version left I need to fully complete Sion, which I am hyped about. And I think my plan is I might rearrange this to make this a 6 pattern. Oh no, sorry, this is B. I totally forgot that I had the blank spot for a reason. My brain. Anyways, so I think my plan is, at least for this one, as far as I know right now, is I'm gonna collect Make Star for my top 2. So I'm probably going to rearrange this into a 6 pattern with Make Star being at the bottom, but for now I'm just going to pull that filler out and tuck you in there, and then I'll rearrange it when I get to it. Yeah, so I only need Sion's A1 and A2 left, and then she is fully complete for Stereotype. And as you can see, I have J fully complete for Stereotype. I just need her Make Star, and then I'll be good. I'm done. I'm content. Their scent cards I have in this 3 pocket. Postcards. I don't have any to put in. But I have Sion's postcard A. I still need her B, and I need her Statum postcard. Same with J. Still need Statum. And I have her B, but not her A. So I still need that as well. And then back here, I have both their scratch cards from Stereotype. And then here, I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. And back here is just the random postcards. But yeah, so that's it for 2021 4th gens that I stand and follow as bias groups. And then, yeah, we'll get on to the next one, which will be... considering it's very minimal, we'll do 4th gen 2022 groups next. So again, bear with. Okay, so 4th gen 2022. This was my original 4th gen binder that those cards were in, but as you could see, it was too big for this 1-inch, I believe, binder. So they got moved to the 1.5-inch. So now this is gonna be my 4th gen groups that debut in 2022 binder collection that I decide to stand and collect. Starting it off with High Key, which I know is controversial, and that's going to be an OT4 collection, which I said in my reaction video, but you know what? I do not care. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So as you can see, again, OT4, that's my plan. This is what I really wanted to care about. So, we have Kepler. I was lucky enough to pull Xiao Ting's baby card in my albums from K-Town For You. And I was able to pull her Connect Zero Target Back card from the album. So that will be going in its place. So as you can see, with this one, I decided to collect top 3 for this one as well. My top 3 is Yujin, Zhao Ting, and Youngin. So, speaking of Youngin, Gia, whenever she debuts, yes, I am entertainment, I'm talking to you. Give us something. Something. But anyways, she was my number 1. She's going to be in solo alt, and I don't actually have any of those yet. Like I said, I have my Soloist collection, but they're not alts. But Gia, I strongly feel will be an alt for me. But yeah, so that's besides the point. The group, if she debuts in a group, the group might not be alt status, but she herself will be an alt. But yeah, so for Kepler, I'm collecting my top 3, Yujin, Zhao Ting, and Youngin. As you can see, I still need basically both of Yujin's Connect Zero, the pink back Connect Zero Zhao Ting, and then I need both of Youngin's Connect Zero. Now, what I've noticed is she's really hard to trade for. So I might regret collecting her, but I won't because I absolutely love her. She's probably my alt in this group, she's probably a potential alt as well. And I absolutely love Youngin. Her vocal and mask, by the way, that high note is incredible. I just wanted to say. But she's very hard to trade for. So this will be fun. But these two seem to be pretty simple. It's pretty easy to trade for. So at least there's that. But yeah, as you can see, I've got red stickers here for these cards, which are the Connect Dash. Red stickers just mean that they're coming from a trade from Instagram. And then, yeah, I've got these coming trade from Instagram as well. And then I got, yeah, so I've got postcard coming as a trade. I just ran out of red stickers. So gold and red are trades or gifts. That's a trade. It's coming. I traded my Bahie Connect Zero for this Eugen Connect Zero postcard. So same thing. There's going to be OT3 collection, or sorry, not OT3. It's going to be top 3 of OT9 Kepler collection for postcards as well. And the baby cards as well. As you can see, I have Zhao Ting's baby cards, so that can get put in its place. Boom. Okay. So, I do have Hikaru. And I don't remember the other baby card I have, but it's posted on my Instagram for trade as well for either of these two's baby cards. But yeah, so that's it for 4th gen of 2022. Very fast. There wasn't much to put away there. So let's move on to my bias group. With bias group bordering on the brink of alt group binder. So yeah. Alright, so we've got my bias bordering on alt status group binder right here, ready to go. I'm already been filming for 47 minutes. This is going to take forever to upload this video, but I do not care. So as you can see, in this binder I have Luna, Oh My Girl, and Itzy. And I believe they are placed in alphabetical order as well in this. Yeah, as you can see, I haven't sorted these yet. They'll eventually get sorted. They are up for trade. The ones I have here that aren't my bias, so Jiho. So yeah, in Oh My Girl, I collect Mimi, Jiho, and it's my top 3. So yeah, Mimi, Jiho, and Sungi. Those are the 3 I collect for Oh My Girl. So the Binny and the Hyojung will be up for trade eventually once I get around to it. But yeah, so starting with Itzy. Here is my Itzy stack. So we will be going in chronological order. Starting with Leah. So in Itzy, love the group as a whole, but I collect my top 2. So I know it says Chaeryeong here, and you can clearly see that, but the thing is like originally it was Chaeryeong and Ryujin. Ryujin is like my bias, like top bias in Itzy. Chaeryeong was my bias wrecker, but then I was watching some of their like behind the scenes, their vlogs and everything, and Leah kind of just took over Chaeryeong. So I decided to make it so I was collecting my actual new bias wrecker, who stayed consistent since I've started watching those videos, which is Leah. And then Ryujin, my bias as well, I will be collecting for Itzy. But yeah, so if it says Chaeryeong, just know that it actually means that it's Leah. So yeah, that's... So we got, yeah, so it's icy, Leah, like kind of blue ice type border, which I know originally was going to be going here, but I switched it up a bit, so now just the straight blue border will go here instead. But yeah, so that's it for It's Icy. So then we go It's Me. We've got Ryujin's Orange Label. These were pretty much all trades. A couple of pulls were from my albums because, as you saw in the video I made, is I decided to physically collect Itzy now. Considering I was supporting them digitally for a long time, I've decided to physically collect. So I have all of their albums now up to Crazy in Love. But yeah, so sorry, took a sip of the drink. So yeah, so I've got that one. Just I still have to collect like a lot of these older era for Itzy is going to be a bit of a challenge to collect, I think, but it'll still be fun nonetheless, I'm pretty sure. As you can see, I did pretty good in terms of album pulls for Not Shy when I got my Not Shy albums. So I have this one, but I'm probably going to get a second one just to make these unit cards, if you want to call them that, which I know that's what they're called, but I mean, they're not really units, but I mean, it's whatever. But yeah, these unit cards, I'm collecting Ryujin's combo unit cards, as you can see here, and then I'm collecting Leah's combo cards, so I'm going to be getting another one of these, I believe. Unless I have one. Hold on. Bear with. Because the thing is, I don't remember what I pulled from my albums. And I have a stack of cards on my desk. That is basically the cards I have up for trade. Oh no, so I don't have it. Okay, so I don't have another one of them. That's fine. So I will be getting another one of these. And that's just to basically make the group duo pictures look complete, I guess you could say. But yeah, so It's Me, and then Not Shy, which I do have here, right here actually, as a matter of fact. Or maybe I'm not doing it that way. I don't think I'm doing it that way. I think I'm just doing Ryujin's. Oh yeah, sorry, no, yeah, my bad. As you can see, I've got Cherry Young, which is now Leah. So I've got Leah's units here, Ryujin's units here, and then the unit of the two together in the middle. That's how I'm doing it. Thank God I remembered that's how I was doing it. Told you guys, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. My brain is like not even there right now. And that's the same thing I'm doing for Not Shy. So we've got Leah's units, Ryujin's units, and then the unit with the two of them in the middle. Oh, and you're a little crooked. Let me fix that. Okay, so then yeah, so now we're into Guess Who, which is literally all of these here. So Guess Who, starting with Leah and her just normal selfie here. Which that was actually given as a gift due to a certain circumstance that happened in a certain trade. Not like on anyone's fault, it's just it was a little bit wild, like it was a long time waiting kind of thing. But yeah, so then these two are still coming from like trades as well, which haven't arrived yet. and it's going to be a bit of a challenge to find the limited photo card for Leah and Ryujin for this era, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, so you've got more Guess Who's here. Oh, totally forgot about this one in my stack. Never mind, this one is here. It's a little off-centered. And I know I've probably smacked my tripod a number of times tonight while recording this, but it is what it is. It just happens. Whatever. I'm over it. But yeah, so I just need those. Literally, I basically actually only need the one card left now. And then Leo will be complete for Guess Who era. And then, yeah, moving on to Ryujin. We've got the selfie. And then we've got the... Right, this is the lollipop one here. Not sure why I didn't have a label in it, but whatever. And then her hidden card goes here. Remove these stickers. And the fillers. Alright, so yeah, it's just this one. And again, I only need the limited card again. And then Ryujin for Guess Who will be fully complete because the orb is coming. And then we've got Crazy in Love, which is these three. So I've got the Polaroid and then 2 photo cards. I do have more coming, as you can see based on the stickers. So we're starting with Leah and the telephone one, which is right here. And then, yeah, as you can see, I've got a big trade coming. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, all of these are coming from one trade. That's coming from Mercari. And this is also in the big trade that's coming for these as well. Or no, sorry, this was the individual trade, but I do have this one. This one's coming in the major trade, which is getting sent out. I'm sending out my half probably Monday, I think. But yeah, so then as you can see, I need these two still. And then that will be Ryujin fully complete for Crazy in Love. Oh yeah, special edition. The special edition for Crazy in Love is the only thing that I'm struggling to get anything for. But it is what it is. I'll eventually get everything I need. So we're just dealing with it for now. This is kind of a low priority side of this collection for me. I'm not majorly concerned about it. And it will come when it comes. And then, yeah, we got our Polaroids here. Which, oh, messed that up. Oops. Like I said, I'm falling asleep as I'm recording this, but it is what it is. So, Polaroids for Leah for Crazy in Love era are complete, and the same with Ryujin. This is up for trade. Well, actually, considering I am getting the last one of this isn't up for trade. It will be up for sale. And then, yeah, I have Ryujin and Leah's JYP pre-order benefits here in this 3-pocket. All right, moving on to Oh My Girl. So, as you can see, I don't have a place for the bookmarks for any of the albums yet because I haven't figured out how I want to sort that yet. We'll get there eventually. So in this one, starting with just regular photo cards, we are starting with Oh My Girl, top 3, then Mimi, Windy Day, which I believe. Yeah. So these are the Oh My Girls. This is my Oh My Girl stack that we will be putting away. Completing a lot of the Dun Dun Dance era. And then the one Bungie Mimi card. But the rest are Dun Dun Dance. So we will just fast forward through this. Basically, same thing, collecting my top 3 like I mentioned before, and this is how they're laid out. The binders are going to look good eventually. I'm just waiting on my fillers to be complete, and then they'll be going in. But yeah, so fast forwarding. So Bungie. Right here. So I count this as just the regular photo card. I don't know if it is or not, but that's what I'm counting it as, and that's going in there. I think it is. Yeah, because it's not the item card. No, it's not the item card or the style card. No, it's just the regular photo card. But yeah, so that's it for Fall in Love, aka Bungie era. Non-stop is a little bit behind. And then, yeah, so put the Polaroid at the back, put Jiho at the back. So then we'll go. So this is the Mimi cards to put away, and this is Sunny cards to put away, Polaroid, and Jiho. So we've got Mimi, Selfie B, for Dear Oh My Girl. Sorry, sticker kind of got stuck on the tripod there. And then we got Selfie. So the way I kind of organized Oh My Girl for Dear Oh My Girl era is because they have a ridiculous fucking number of cards to collect, as you can see. Starting here, 2, 3, 4, Polaroid, Polaroid. All this shit, all these pages is all for Dear Oh My Girl era, which is crazy. They have so many photo cards from this era that it's going to take forever for me to complete this collection. But, I mean, like I said, it is what it is. So the way I have it organized is I have Dear Oh My Girl Bear version, selfies, Dun Dun Bear version, selfies, then Oh My Girl Bear, OMG Bear, regular photo cards, and Dun Dun Bear regular photo cards, and then Polaroids. That's how I organize my Oh My Girl for this era. As you can see on this side, I do have a couple of Yuna's solo debut photo cards. I don't have a place to put them yet. Or Yua's solo photo cards. I don't have a place to put them yet, so I just kind of tuck them there for now until I sort out where they're going. But yeah, so Sunny, Selfie, C, Denim, remove the sticker. But yeah, so after this is all sorted and everything, Oh My Girl is not doing too bad. I'm still way far behind it, but we'll get there eventually. So umbrella, it's a little lopsided. Let me straighten you out. Boom. Remove the sticker and put the filler here. And then black dress. for OMG Bear version. Right? Oh yeah, so I do have a duplicate of this. So this will be up for trade on the Instagram page. Right, I forgot that I got 2 of them. That's my bad. But when you're doing multiple trades at once and you have so many photo cards to collect, you sometimes forget what cards you already have on the way and what cards you don't have on the way and everything, so on and so forth. Those of you who are into the trading world of photo cards for K-pop know the way I feel and understand what I'm talking about. Mistaken double trades happen a lot. A lot. But it's good. It gives you more things to trade for. I know I'm not talking much about like this album per se, but basically same thing as going forward. Top 3 for Oh My Girl will be being collected. I just wonder when their next comeback's gonna be, because I'm pretty sure sorry, I'm just swapping out a glare dragon shield to a matte clear non-glare for the Polaroid. Yeah, because I believe what was it? Dun Dun Dance was their only release of last year, right? Which, considering the popularity they gained in 2019 and how they like kind of skyrocketed in popularity from Queendom, I'm surprised WM only gave them the one comeback in 2021. I'm not sure what the thought process was with that, but that's besides the point. Alright, so next is Luna. Only 2 cards to put away. Both of them are from and for Luna, I have this fancy binder divider that I have for it. For Luna, I collect Olivia Hay, Gowon, and Hasul. As you can see, especially now that Blockberry has decided to reprint their albums, even though these aren't first press photo cards, so they're not worth as much. I don't care, I just want the friggin' photo cards. This is going to be a little bit easier to do. Like I said, Luna's another collection that kind of took back burner. Basically, all the collections in this, minus ITZY, were ones that took a major, like, got placed on the back burner because I was prioritizing my alts and my bias 4th gens the most. So these are one of the collections that unfortunately suffered and took a bit of a back burner. Otherwise, I would have been much further along in this by now. But yeah, so as you can see, I only am being really successful, like in terms of the collections coming around Hash era. I've got the Go-On. I still need a few Go-Ons for Hash era, but that's fine. And then we go into 12 o'clock, right? Because like for Hash, there's only the 2 members, because Hasu unfortunately was not part of Hash, nor was she part of 12 o'clock either. So it's only the 2 members I have to collect for these 2 eras. So Hash is decent, but my 12 o'clock collection I'm really proud of. I can't find this card anywhere. It's kind of being a bit of a struggle, but I'll find it eventually. But I have all of Olivia's here. And so I decided to kind of, it's not in order of versions per se of the album. It's in order of what I thought colors would look best on the back, because I like seeing the backs of their photo cards. So I've got the beige ones here, which means that red, green to white, it's clearly visible back here, is all on one page and looks much better and much more aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. And then, yeah, we've got and era, which was the first comeback where Hasul was returned to us, who we all missed very dearly. But like, Blockberry, why'd you go from like this awesome, like even with this kind of setup, to black and white? Like, that's boring. Like, that's boring as shit. Like, come on, Blockberry. But yeah, so and is getting there. I'm just trying to remember what versions are which here. I believe version B. No. Hold on. Why do I not remember? What version these cards are? I want to say they're both version C cards, because it kind of fits Hostile aesthetic. Let's just do that for now. And then I'll just double check and sort it accordingly once I've double checked. But for now, I'm going to do this and this. Yeah, because I don't remember the way that they were, and of course I didn't label it like I did with the previous one, so I'm not quite sure. Because that's definitely not the same aesthetic as this, so it's not version B for sure. And it's definitely not the same aesthetic as these, so it's not version A. So I believe they're both version C's, because they don't really match version D either, because version D was the very floral, white, pure photo shoot, right? So they're, yeah, so I'm positive they're version C. I just don't remember if they're 1, 2, or 3, but they're definitely both version C's. But yeah, so Luna going forward, same thing. I'm going to collect top 3. Olivia Hay, Go On, and Hasul. Now, in terms of like the actual like bias setup in Luna, my bias is without a doubt Olivia. She is my bias. Kind of a similar reason to Ryujin, where they're both very similar to my own personality, and I kind of vibe with them in that way. But yeah, so that's my plans for Luna, is those 3. But yeah, so that's it for bias bordering on alt status groups. We will now move on to the alt group binder, which I didn't even pause the video because this is already running long enough, which is right here. So in this binder, there is Dreamcatcher and Pixie. Pixie is a group that very quickly skyrocketed themselves to alt status. For sorry, the drink went down the wrong way. They very quickly skyrocketed themselves alt status for more reasons than I can talk about in this video, because this video is already long enough and I can't talk too much about it because this video will go on even longer. But I just absolutely love Pixie. They are probably my top favorite thing to happen in 2021, without a doubt. With that being said, I don't have many to put away for either of these, but I will be talking about the collections for them. So we've got Gaians. So for Dreamcatcher, which you've seen in my other collection video I did and other things relating to it, my top two in Dreamcatcher is Hondong and Gaian. Which is funny that my top two biases, now they're not bias and bias wrecker, they're just biases, that my top two biases in Dreamcatcher are not the ones that were originally in Minx. But I love the whole group. I absolutely love the whole group, but it's just something with Gaian and Hondong that just really, really had me in a vice grip without any doubt. And I'm happy because I finally found this Gaihan Summer Holiday Limited selfie, man. I couldn't find this anywhere. And finally, I found it on eBay actually not too long ago. And it was an eBay seller based in Korea that actually had it and was a really good price. And I'm just like, you know what? I've been searching everywhere for this card. I couldn't find it anywhere. I need it. So I just got it. And I'm glad I did because now you can't find this card again anywhere else. So happy about that. So, talking Dreamcatcher collection plans. So, I'll talk about another part of Dreamcatcher when I get to it, which is another binder, which you'll have to bear with for. But, I only need the one more Hondong card. So, my goal in 2022 is to fully complete Hondong 100%. Which literally the only cards I have left for Hondong to fully complete her is the Nightmare card and this one Escape the Air card, and that's literally it for Hondong. She's fully complete other than those two. For Gaian, I need a little more because I said in my other video is I started off with being Yuhyun and Hondong top two in Dreamcatcher, but then when Dystopia hit, Gaian's just like, no, like, I'm your number two now. And I'm like, yes, ma'am, you're the number two now. So all of my Yuhyun cards that I had originally collected for each of these eras have now been traded off for Hondong or Gaihan equivalents. So Gaihan was a kind of last minute collection change, which is why I don't have near as many cards of hers than I do of Hondong. So my goal, like I said, is to fully 100% Hondong in 2022 and to at least 100% Gaian's like debut era. So 100% complete Gaian. Basically, my goal is just 100% complete both of my top two in Dreamcatcher for 2022. That is my number one goal, and I am going to do what I can to make sure that's going to happen. It's just some of these cards are really hard to find, and if you find them, they're very pricey. But it is what it is with Dreamcatcher because for some reason, Dreamcatcher Company / Happy Face decides to not reprint their albums, and none of us understand why, but whatever. But yeah, so enough of me talking about that. But that's my collection goals for 2022 is to fully complete my back collections for both members I collect. And then going forward, I'm going to be collecting Gaihan and Hondong in future releases. But I'm super stoked because I'm so close to 100%ing Hondong. But yeah, so do a quick flip through of my Dreamcatcher collection. As you can see, I'm very, very far behind with Gaian, with both Nightmare, Prequel, Fall Asleep in the Mirror, and then Escape the Era. I'm very behind with her on those. I do have her fully complete for both of them. Fully complete for Alone in the City and End of Nightmare as well. I need these four still, which you can find anywhere. I just haven't gotten them yet, but they're coming eventually. And then she'll be 100% there. Both of them are 100% complete for Raid of Dream. And then this one, this is the only card I have left for her for Tree of Language Scream era. And then she's fully complete for that. I do have it Oh, no, I don't have it, but I'm searching for it. I'll get it eventually. And then for the Lose Myself era. So this one, I know it says note that it's coming through another person through Instagram, but that's not the case anymore. Now it's currently en route to the Macari, to the warehouse. It's a Macari purchase, and I will have it, and then she will be fully complete for Lose Myself. And then going into Odd Eye, both Handong and Gaihan are fully complete for Odd Eye. And then Summer Holiday, Handong, and now, finally, I'm so happy, Gaihan, fully complete for Summer Holiday. Thank God. I'm so happy. So happy. And then, yeah, so for both of them, I decided to collect each member only 4 pre-order photo cards. So I believe it's, yeah, so Make Star, My Music Taste, right? Yeah. Make Star, My Music Taste, K-Town for You, and Music Korea, I'm almost positive. Yes. And then I just need Gaihan's film photo card thing, but that's also coming from the proxy from Macari, so I'm not too concerned about that, and I'm just going to tuck it in behind one of these. Stickers, I have all of the stickers for them from Summer Holiday. And then back here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this because, like, obviously, like I said, right, like, Gaihan is the only one in both the Tree of Language and Lose Myself eras that I would be collecting, because Handong wasn't a part of these, unfortunately. So I think what I might end up doing is I'm going to put these up for trade, all of these up for trade, for Gaihan's Lose Myself standee, and then that will be going here. And then the ones I don't trade, I'm just going to sell. All right, moving on to Pixie. So I decided to do OT6 for debut era for them, which I have right here. And then I have one of Dajong's cards for Temptation. So we will throw these away. So in future, I will be collecting my top 3 of Pixie, but again, this is another group that I wanted to collect OT6 for debut era. Just like I wanted to do with like Purple Kiss being an OT7 collection. Dia Sua. So, like I said in the earlier, is Pixie is one group that very quickly skyrocketed themselves to my alt list because I don't know, man. I love these girls. I can't explain the why. It's just I just do, man. They had me from the start. They had me from the start, and I've been hooked ever since. Their music they've released up to this point has been nothing less than stunning. I just love these girls, man. And I'm glad that I've fully settled to have them as an alt group. And I don't pick alts lightly. I want to point that out. I do not pick alts lightly. You have to do something and be something really special for me to alt you. And that's just how it is. And it's like boy groups definitely have a lot more to go with trying to prove themselves to be alts, but it is what it is. But yeah. So I only need Sapio and Dajong's red back, and then they're fully complete for the red back version. And then I need Dia, Dajong, and Ella's black back from Fairy Forest Bravery and then debut era is going to be fully completed. The thing is with the way Pixie is they're kind of tricky to find. When you find them, their pricing is actually very reasonable. They're actually very cheap to collect, but they're very hard to find in order to collect. But like I said, these I'll get it all eventually. Yeah, as you can see, so this is where the OT3 collection started for the Temptation era. So I got all of their regular photo cards, but I still need a lot of lenticulars for it. I'm just glad I have my absolute favorite Sapiel lenticular, though. She's so cute in this lenticular, and I love it. Sapiel's like the definition of duality. It's just how it is. But yeah, yeah, and then like I said, I gotta get their tarot cards. All 3 of them. I've got a lot of duplicates here that I'll be trading for the ones I need and the ones I want. And then yeah, these are my extras. The extra lenticulars and then the extra regular photo cards that are up for trade for the lenticulars I am missing. But yeah, so going forward, Sapiel, Lola, and Dajong are going to be the Pixie collection. Now, bias in Pixie is Lola, without a doubt. I love her. She's definitely the bias in Pixie. And then Sapiel and Dajong are both just wreckers for me. They're not like bias per se, but yeah, so that's it for photo cards for it. And this video is very long, and I apologize if you guys go through it. You guys are champs, because we know I'm not going to edit this down, because I don't got the time to do that. So I hope you enjoy it. But before we go, I want to talk about this. So the reason why this is a 3-inch binder and it's got Dreamcatcher is because for merch, I have decided to collect OT7. Yeah. So, but this is going to be more than just Dreamcatcher in this binder for merch collection. Pixie, whenever they release merch, is going to be OT6 collection, and it will also go in this binder as well with Dreamcatcher. But yeah, so I'll do a quick flip through. So we've got Dreamcatcher Mind. I've got OT7 for all of theirs that they had. The only thing I'm missing is the Gaihan ID card for Dreamcatcher Mind photo book, and it's kind of hard to find. I did message someone on Instagram to buy it off of them, but they've basically just Donald-walled me, and it's kind of friggin' frustrating and annoying as hell, so I said, screw it. I'm just going to look for it somewhere else. And then, yeah, Mysterious Mansion, same thing. And then for Season's Greetings, I've got OT7 collection of their ID mini cards. You kind of can't see, actually. Let me bring this over. Yeah, so I've got mini collection for... Zoom in a little bit more, if possible. So I've got their mini card collection. And then, yeah, I've got all the photo cards that came in the Season's Greetings in OT7 layout, including their wish cards, which I'm going to eventually translate all of the wishes so I can see what they wish for. And then, yeah, so I've got Mysterious Mansion Polaroids. Again, like I said, OT7 collection for them. OT7 collection for the postcards. And then, so in terms of like the lenticulars that they had for the Season's Greetings, I'm only collecting Gaihan and Handong just because they're bigger than I expected. But yeah, they're the only ones I'm going to collect for the lenticulars. But is full group for literally everything else. And then even going into the horoscope tarot cards, all 12 of them, they're all set up like this. And then this will be the divider, and then Pixie's merch, whenever they release it, will be going here behind them. And who knows, whatever other group decides that I decide is an alt this year based on their releases and everything. But yeah, so in terms of my photo card collection and my collection plans and goals for 2022, and sorting and organizing, that's all of it. This is a very long video. If you watched it up to this point, I applaud you for sticking out, and I appreciate you for watching it. I hope it's not too boring for you. I tried to keep talking to make it as entertaining as not dead silent as possible. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell if you want to. But yeah, with that being said, that's my collection. That's the first collection and sorting and plans for 2022 video of this year. I hope you look forward to the future collection videos that are coming out, as well as reaction videos for debuts and everything else. There is a reaction videos coming because we know there's debuts coming, and we also know there's some pretty bomb-ass comebacks that are going to be happening as well this year. So yeah, with that being said, I will catch you